Welcome to LAVCA 5th grade ELA read-alouds. Open your Study Island lesson and be ready to listen and follow along. Today's lesson is punctuation. Once you finish, you should be ready to open your pathway and complete some practice questions. Pre-writing. Pre-writing is a way to organize your thoughts before beginning to write. Good writers use many different pre-writing techniques, and you should too. Some examples are listed below. Brainstorm. Brainstorming is a pre-writing technique designed to help you bring ideas from your mind onto paper. It is a good technique to use when you know a general subject you are interested in writing about, but do not exactly know what part of the subject you want to cover. When brainstorming, write down every idea you have, no matter how bad an idea you think it is. You want to get as many ideas down on paper as you can. You can sort through the ideas later. Here's an example of a brainstorm list on rainforests. The topics that this person listed were jungles, trees, plants, flowers, cutting down trees, loss of homes for animals, tigers, snakes, insects, and natives. Many writers use an outline to help them think through the various stages of the writing process. An outline is a kind of graphic scheme of organization on your paper. It indicates the main ideas of your paper as well as the subtopics under each main idea. Outlines range from an informal use of indenting and graphics, such as dashes, stars, and plus signs, to a formal use of Roman numerals and letters. Regardless of how formal, the function of an outline is to help you consider the most effective way to say what you want to say. For example, Brad is going to write a book report on Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. He used an outline for his This outline uses the more formal Roman numeral, and it has 3 Roman numerals, followed by A's indicating subtopics, and under the A or B indicating even more detail to the subtopic. Semantic map. A semantic map is a web-shaped diagram that is a good way to help you assemble ideas for your writing. In the center of the web, you place your most general topic. The arms of the web contain more specific information about your main topic. In the example below, fruit salad is the main topic. The words in the web's gold boxes show each fruit that the writer could write about. Concept map. A concept map is a special form of web diagram for exploring knowledge and gathering and sharing information. A concept map consists of nodes or cells that contain a concept, item, or question and links. The links are labeled and show direction with an arrow symbol. The labeled links explain the relationship between the nodes. The arrow describes the direction of the relationship and reads like a sentence. So if we were to read this, we would start here and say this is explaining the school trip to camp. Where they stayed at Camp Crystal, and the activities they did were swimming, archery, hiking, climbing, and rowing. The school trip to camp also considered some that went canoeing and where they went canoeing on Green Lake, and described what the lake looks like. It's crystal clear water, and the other activities that were on the lake were fishing. And finally, the school trip, the way they traveled was by bus, and the distance by bus was 150 miles, and it took 3 hours. Clustering and webbing. Clustering or webbing is a non-linear activity, meaning it doesn't go in a straight line, that generates ideas, images, and feelings around a starter word. As students cluster, their thoughts tumble out, enlarging their word bank for writing, and often helping them see patterns in their ideas. Sequence of events, chain, or story map. A sequence of events chain or story map is used to describe the stages of something, the life cycle of a butterfly, for example. The order of steps that tell how to do something, like how to fly a kite. A sequence of events, like how the Pilgrims first came to America, or the goals, actions, and outcomes of a character in a story, like the adventures that Alice had while she was in Wonderland. Venn diagram. A Venn diagram is made up of overlapping circles. Each circle is labeled on the outside with a topic. Inside each circle, facts are listed for the topic. Facts are true statements about a topic. When a fact is listed in the overlapping parts of the circle, this means that the fact is true for both topics. Narrowing down a topic. When you are writing, it is important to narrow down the subject of your paper. Good writing will draw in your reader to discuss a specific topic. When you narrow down a topic, think about the following things. Figure out the main parts of your paper. See how they can be used within your paper. Pay attention to how long the paper should be. The length will tell you how much information to write about. A short essay will need specific information. A longer essay can have a lot of information. Be as specific as possible. For example, writing a paper about buildings in large cities would cover too much information. Writing about buildings in Manhattan would be more specific. If you have any problems about how to find a specific part you should write about, you should ask your teacher or your learning coach for help. Most of the time, this can save you time and can help to focus.